So I teach 11th graders, and I've also taught 10th graders, and it never fails, they'll have to face some kind of standardized assessment. And recently, I gave my students some multiple choice questions, timed multiple choice questions to answer. And I wanted to see how they thought through these things, because I was starting to see that some folks weren't getting questions right. So I had them record themselves thinking aloud, reading the passage aloud, thinking through the multiple choice options, and so on and so forth. And then I started to listen to these recordings, and I noticed something, that the students who missed quite a bit, if not all of the questions, or didn't even get through too many questions, read slowly. They seemed to have issues processing what they were reading, because there were a lot of silent moments during the recording. Because there shouldn't be any silent moments if you're thinking through everything, you're talking it out. And so I met with them all in one group, those who seemed to be struggling, and I asked them, each one of them, do you read every day? And each one said no. So I started off by telling them, well, that's something that you're going to need to do. I don't care what you read, fiction or nonfiction, print or online. You like to read political things, you like political stuff, so read something political. I don't care. As long as you're reading at least 10 minutes a day, preferably an hour, and whether you spread that hour across the day, that's fine, but you have to get to the point where you are exposing yourself to more reading and exposing yourself to more chances for growth and comprehension. So the more you read, the faster you read, and the more you comprehend. It's little by little. So that's what I told them, and the concept is pretty simple. Reading is fundamental, and so you take it slow. Wherever you are, find something that you read, something that you like, read it, and then the more you read, you'll notice that it takes less time for you to read it. You start reading it faster. You comprehend more of it. And you continue to read, and it starts to become more natural for you. And then you start to notice, oh man, now you start to get something from that reading. Now you can analyze, synthesize. That's all of my rhyme, sorry. So that's what it is. It takes one step at a time. Start wherever you are. Boom, boom, boom. Keep going. Boom, boom, boom. And you just go faster. A little bit at a time. You'll naturally pick up that speed. Naturally, you start to pick up that comprehension. So that's what I told my students. That's why I'm encouraging my students to do. With the writing, it's the same thing. Start writing daily. Your writing probably will, be at that same level for a while, but then after a while, you start to pay attention to what you're doing, and then you start to learn and grow. But whatever the case, whatever you're doing, it's one step at a time. Feel free, folks, to like my video, share it with others, and follow me on Instagram at Dr. Price Teaches. Also, subscribe to my podcast, Dr. Price Teaches, where I share some educational tips, talk about my teacher journey, the teaching journey, and even speak with some other teachers. Okay? So, one step at a time.